What is up, boys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. As I mentioned, I'm going to be trying to upload every single day. Not trying, I'm actually going to be doing that. And I do have some updates for you guys. So my first video on this specific channel was my roadmap to 50K a month. And I'm just kind of updating you. One of the tools that I found that was really helpful was this profit and loss calendar, which has a monthly goal in mind. Like, as I said, like, this is a monthly goal that I'm getting to. So constantly seeing that and just kind of supports that narrative. So on this little calendar, you guys can enter the amount of profit that you make in a day, the amount of losses that you would have had, and kind of like start stacking it up. And it's just much more organized because like having multiple accounts especially, it's a little difficult to keep it all in one place and understand how much profit you're actually making. And this is just one of those things that like puts it all together and just helps me keep it all organized. So that's one of the things that I was using. And yeah, so also a little weekly analysis for you guys. It is a new week. Here's the calendar, by the way. You just won't really be able to see it, but it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. Has that monthly goal in there, $50,000, and we're sitting at around 14,000 so far for the last 2 weeks. Purely from my live account, most of the profit came from. Still struggling to get above like the buffer on one of my funded accounts, just because of like the price action and not wanting to risk as much as people normally do. Trying to keep the account, making sure that I get through the bad price action. We're just starting to move now, like big moves on gold. Major sell side came into the market, and this week I'm looking for a little bit of a continuation towards sell side. I'm waiting for the dollar. So here's what I've been looking at in terms of the economic events that have been going on. We have the government open. When it was closed, the dollar was just plummeting and plummeting. We ran up, hit a 3-month level, and then we ran down for like a solid week or two. And now we're inside of this like weekly bullish gap. And now that the government's back open and we have this weekly bullish gap, you don't just trade the gaps by themselves, but like when you combine it with an economic factor that's probably going to be bullish for the dollar, then it kind of makes sense like why it would reverse from this area. And if that truly is the case, then I would start seeing the pairs that I trade, gold, euro, USD, also start reversing. They would go lower. And so I'm just kind of keeping an eye out on those and trying to figure out the overall direction of the dollar. Is the dollar going to continue actually going down as it has been from this 3-month area, or is it going to reverse? And it's Monday. I haven't taken any risky trades. I haven't put too much money on the line. And that's how it should always be for you guys. Make sure that you're not full porting on a Monday. Make sure that you're not risking your account, because once it gets to a good day like Thursday or Wednesday, you just don't have an account to trade anymore. So you guys have to focus on capital preservation, survival. One of the most important things when it comes to actually being profitable is just knowing what days you should be risking your money and what days you should be staying outside of the market or trying to figure out what the market's doing. Because Monday typically sets the tone for what the week is actually going to do, right? Think about it. Like Monday pushes up or down, and then Tuesday sweeps out either side of Monday's range, and then you have like a decent direction of where it's going. And then if something changes economically, you obviously have to adapt. But at least stepping away and letting Monday do its thing will majorly help you in the long run to figure out where the market's going and being more patient so you don't blow your account early in the week and not being able to execute on the actual high probability days. Trading is all about high probability. It's actually being able to hop in the market with a edge, with a good risk management. Like if you don't survive, then it doesn't matter how good your edge is. If you take a few trades and your risk management is bad, if you're risking too much on even a single trade, you end up jumping your risk up a little bit, but the trade that you take when you increase your risk is actually a bad trade. And you just end up losing a lot of the progress. And it's going to be hard for you to work your way back out of that little hole that you dug yourself in. So this little psychological video talking about kind of my journey, little steps that I'm taking going forward. I've been earning money consistently from trading from the last like 4 years that I've been trading. I have never had to work a job since like my first 2 years trading. Once I kind of figured out like, hey, prop firms are a great way to make money. I just bought my account. I started making money from prop firms and just reinvesting. And I've always been above the amount that I've put in and being able to support the lifestyle that I've been living. And that's all that you really have to do. You don't have to get these shiny objects. Now, I'm trying to succeed in social media as well. And therefore, I'm gonna show off like numbers. I'm gonna tell you guys big ambitious goals that I have, but it's also to prove to myself and to you guys that it's possible to do this. But that doesn't mean that that should be your goal. Your goal shouldn't be making these egregious amounts of money from trading. It's just that I'm so much years in that I'm at this point where I want to scale. I want to actually get to the next level. And I feel like I haven't been pushing as hard as I should have to get to that next level of trading. But for you guys, like, just think about it. Like, if you're in a position where you're working a job and you want to step away from this job, what you genuinely have to do is just to make the minimum amount. Even $4,000 a month would be huge for you guys. Like, think about how much the average person makes at a 9-to-5 job. You're making 15, 16, 17 an hour. You're working 40 hours a week. Let's do the math on this. Let's say 18 hours or $18 an hour times 40 hours a week, 720 times 4, and you're making $2,800 a month for 40 hours a week. Minimum wage is nothing. Like, if you guys don't calculate it properly, you're gonna walk away with nothing at the end of the month. And so you guys really have to understand that you don't have to follow these people on social media. You don't have to follow my numbers. You have to set your own tone. Like, if you guys are working a job, your first objective should be making consistent money so that you can step away from your job and actually start making money to support your lifestyle, to support the lifestyle of maybe people that you're supporting, or just to add income to your job. If you have a job that gives you some time on the computer screen or on your phone, then take advantage, study the markets, and use that time to just add money to your income. There's swing trading. You don't have to be on the markets all the time. And so your objective should be what aligns with your current stage in life. And if that stage is just to work away from the job, then stop getting deceived by these big numbers and over leveraging your monthly pay, losing it every single month. Take your time, take it slowly, and work your way back up. Without further ado, boys, that was it for this video. I'm going to continue uploading daily. I'm going to get more structured, make more videos specifically on a topic I've just been rambling on, because today I just wanted to get it out before one of my live streams. I have some live streams every single day with students, and then I have a free one during Asia session every single day. So if you guys want to learn how to trade for completely free, you just got to tune into my Asia live stream. Drop a comment if you guys learned anything from this video, or if you relate to me on any of these things in your journey. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.